Okay, so you work in a brothel.
Yes, in Nevada. It's a legal brothel.
Okay. By the way, Nick, the kick isn't working, so if you can just stop it on kick. How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that, since, after COVID. I was there 2018, but then I came back after COVID, so like 2021. Yeah, so a couple years now.
And I mean, even before you were working in said, is there like a different word I can just, because YouTube's finicky with this.
Yeah.
What's it like? Is there a French word for brothel? Bordello? Wait, bordello?
I think there is. It's
What is a bordello?
the red light district.
That's a wine.
Legal red light district.
Bordeaux.
Oh, bordello.
Bordello.
That works.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm
That-
going to say bordello.
I like that.
Sounds like a
Bordello.
wine. I thought he said
I'm at the bordello.
All right, my intuition was correct. All right. So you work in a bordello.
Yes, I do.
That's how you should introduce yourself to
Yeah.
people. It's a little more vague, so they might think, oh, fancy.
And a courtesan.
Yeah, there
At
you
that.
go. So before your work in the bordello,
Mm-hmm.
were you doing that manner of work previously?
Yes, I was independent for some time.
Escorting?
Yes,
Okay.
and then before that, I was a dancer. I worked at Cheetahs, Spearmint Rhino, and then Deja Vu in San Diego, and then the bands. And I did Playboy TV. I was an actor.
Okay.
That was real nice.
Is there a lot of demand for, I assume there must be for, like, you currently do OF, correct?
I do, but I've kind of changed it. It became harder for me to do it after that. So I think my energy levels, so I try to just do more of like a self-care one where it's like if people, I send free photographs every day, and if people want to send a tip, then they do it, and I'll just send it, pictures and stuff. Before it was a little more detailed and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been escorting?
Ooh, I would say, since I was 22 years old. I'm 30 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how many, have you kept count of how many, what's the term, Johns or whatever?
Oh yeah, I didn't keep count. I should have. But
If you had to estimate.
you know what? I don't know the estimate of that, but you know what? I do remember the ones where I was disappointed that they were like they fantasized about me before they met me, and the ones I remember, it was 8, and they said, "You did not live up to my fantasy," and I said, "Wow!" Like I remember those.
What?
I know.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So
I
you
remember them.
the 8
Out of all those years,
of
8.
your clientele that
Yeah.
they were disappointed?
Yeah.
They left a negative Yelp review?
Oh yeah, that
Okay.
happened before, and it feels a little bad because you're like, man, I gave all myself. It hurts a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. I'm really so I study sexual spirituality.
Oh.
I'm going to be going to an international school of temple. Yes.
Nick, can you lower it to like 90 or something? Continue. Go ahead.
I go to the International School of Temple Arts, and they have a sacred sexuality course, and it's on sexual shamanism. They teach Tantra, they teach all that. And I believe that when I really connect with someone, I really, in that way, I'm giving all myself. So it does hurt me if, like, emotionally, if, I hear something like that, because it's like, man, I feel like I gave all myself. And that, yeah.
You're a shaman?
I wish.
Like for the Horde
I
or
wish,
the
but
Alliance?
I'm going to the international.
No, I mean like World of Warcraft. Like,
Oh.
are you a classic Andy or like, because you said you're a shaman,
Oh no, they have.
do you play Orc or Troll or Tauren?
Oh, those I don't do any of those. I did play Grand Theft Auto when I was younger.
Wait, do you get a sex shaman certification?
You can, yes.
Are you a certified sex shaman?
No, not yet. That would be real neat though.
Am I able to become a sex shaman?
You can. In ISTA schools, it's $2,500 for a week of the courses, and you can go there and you spiritually, they cleanse you, they talk about your traumas and everything, and they kind of release.
So is there like a magic component? Like
I believe
like
so.
shamanism, there's typically like
Yes.
magic involved. is there like good magic and then dark magic?
Yes.
Like, is there dark sexual magic?
I believe there is.
Really?
I believe there is.
They don't teach that at the certification
no.
course, though.
They
Where
te-
do you have to go? Like Hogwarts or? to-
It's the ISTA school. It's in Arizona. Well, they have them everywhere.
no, for like the black magic
Oh, for
shaman.
the, I don't do
sex,
that
or
one.
okay.
Don't do that one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I'm a
Okay,
good
wow.
witch.
Okay, that's so. At any point did you ever have a PIMP?
I did.
Okay.
Yes. And
Good times.
It, it was when I was real young, and I didn't really understand the industry. I believe that I'm glad that I found the holistic route with the sexual shamanism, and I'm glad that I did find the legal brothels, because that just wasn't my style. I think I was doing it in survival mode, and now I'm doing it to thrive, and I really do it to try to make people feel good and to make myself feel good. So that's what I'm doing now.
Holy shit. Dude, thank you, man.
$500. Yo, Brian, here is the donation I was mentioning about from Instagram. I am never up when you are
Dude, thank
streaming,
you, man.
but I wanted to contribute something for your work. I like watching in part as it reminds me of my younger years in the dating world.
Aww.
Yo, P, thank you, man.
Yeah.
He's pre-submitted this prior to the show, so really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate all the patronage. You're a legend. We were messaging on Instagram, so thank you, man. Really appreciate your patronage here. So wait, just to go back. Okay. What?
Can I ask?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What is a bordel?
Oh,
A bordello?
Yeah, I genuinely don't know what it is, so I'm just like kind of
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a legal bordello in Nevada. They have many of them, and they're legal, and you can go there to get treated. Let's say that.
Oh, okay.
And you go there, and they
Yeah,
pay.
yeah.
Everything is tested. It's kind of like a adult film star, but no camera. That's what it's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like. Oh, only people can film films if they want for a certain amount. They can.
Oh, okay.
Do you live on
genuinely
the
just
property
didn't know
of
what it
it,
was.
or is it like offsite?
It's on the property, but we don't live there, but we do tours. So they call them tours, where we come in for a couple weeks. Sometimes girls stay a month, but then they take off back home and go back.
Okay.
I have a question. Do you still live in Las Vegas?
No, that's a dream. Yeah.
I wanted to say I'm really proud of you for getting away from that PIMP stuff. I also danced in Vegas for 7 years, and I have friends who are still like stuck in that so many years later. So congratulations
Thank
for like
you.
finally getting out of that.
Thank you.
What if
Yes.
they're like PIMP? Like, what if he was like a good PIMP though?
There's no such thing.
There's definitely you could be a
No,
good
there's not.
PIMP.
I feel like
You know?
I outgrew it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you want to get into the industry? You said you started when you were 22.
I think that there's the time where I think I was in survival mode where so I had originally worked a life insurance company, so I did have a job before. I worked at McDonald's for 5 years before that, but then I did life insurance, and then I did dancing. That was cool, but I think what happened is when you're an actor and your show ends, you get like this you get in a spiral. Like you're like, I miss my show. The show ended at Playboy, and I was upset. And so I don't know, I kind of became like lazy a little bit. Maybe it was depression or something, but I ended up connecting with someone, and I ended up doing these extracurricular things outside of the club, and one thing ended not well. And after that, I had a good friend. She is an adult film star, and she helped me, and she took me, her name's Paisley Porter, by the way. She showed me the bordello in Nevada, and it really helped my life, like so much.
I feel like the question is like, what made you start sex work?
Yeah. Like,
And-
why
yeah.
did you get into sex
Yeah.
work?
Gotcha. I think that I was always very conservative growing up, and our sexuality, my mother, she didn't really allow us to be feminine, really. We had to kind of just wear clothes that were not feminine really, and if we showed like a little skin or something, we grew up real conservative. Like I would door knock. I was by like a Baptist, and we would go to doors when we were kids and knock and try to convert people, and so I would do that, and I would say that years of that, it was experimental. I was like, wow, I could be sexy now. Like, what guys think I'm hot. Like, I'm used to wearing a suit. A lot of people used to think I was a lesbian, or they used to think that because I would dress in a suit every day, and I just would wear clothes that covered all of my body, and it was neat exploring that. Yeah.
Would you consider yourself still like religious? Like, do you feel like the beliefs that you grew up with are still kind of like with you?
I think they've morphed, but I definitely think that there's still an element there. Definitely. Yeah.